Come sit with me a minute. I want to tell you something I don't say very often. There's a kind of pain that doesn't have a name. It's the pain of crying and realizing halfway through that no one is coming. Not because they don't love you, just because this particular storm you have to walk through alone. I've lived a long time, my dear. Long enough to bury people I loved, long enough to lose everything twice and build it back once. And I want to tell you about the night I learned that lesson, the hard way, the only way it's ever really learned. I was 26 years old, and everything had fallen apart at once. My work had failed. The woman I thought I'd marry had already packed her things. And my own father, God rest him, had looked at me across the dinner table and said, "I don't know what to do with you anymore." That night I remember sitting on the floor of my apartment, not even on the bed, just the floor, with my back against the wall, and I cried in a way I had never cried before. Not loud, quiet, the kind of crying that comes from somewhere very old in you. And I remember thinking, someone will call, someone will knock, somebody has to notice. Nobody did. The phone didn't ring. The rain just kept falling outside that window, and I sat there for, I don't know, hours maybe, waiting for the world to feel my pain the way I felt it. It never came. And that's when something shifted in me. Not loudly, not like a thunderclap, quietly, like a door closing somewhere deep inside, and another one slowly creaking open. I understood in that moment a truth that I have never forgotten since. The world does not owe you its comfort. Even the people who love you most cannot live inside your pain with you. They can stand near it. They can hold your hand at the edge of it. But the walking through, that part is yours, and yours alone. I'm not telling you this to frighten you. I'm telling you because I needed someone to tell me back then that being alone in your suffering doesn't mean you're unloved. It means you're becoming someone. And that is a very different thing. You see, we grow up believing that hope is a kind of safety net, that if we just wish hard enough, the world will catch us. But hope, my dear, is not a net. Hope is a compass. It doesn't catch you when you fall. It simply points you toward where you need to go next. That's the mistake so many of us make. We wait for our circumstances to rescue us. We wait for a friend, a partner, a stroke of luck to reach down and lift us out of the dark. And when they don't, we call it betrayal. We call it loneliness. But really it's just life, teaching you the oldest lesson there is. No one is coming to save you. You are the rescue. I think of an old story sometimes about a crow who once perched on the back of an eagle, thinking, if I ride high enough on his wings, I'll reach the heavens too. And for a while it worked. He rose and rose on borrowed strength. But the higher that eagle climbed, the thinner the air became, until there wasn't enough left for the crow to breathe, and he fell. The eagle never even noticed. That's what it means to rely on something outside yourself to carry you to your dreams. Borrowed wings only take you so far before the air runs out. But your own strength, my dear, your own slow, stubborn, quiet effort, that has no ceiling. That can keep climbing long after everyone else has turned back. I know where you are tonight. Maybe your face is tired. Maybe you've stopped expecting anyone to ask if you're all right. So let me ask you something instead. What is it you've stopped allowing yourself to want? There was a soldier I once knew, stationed somewhere brutally cold. 40 degrees below freezing, they told me, standing watch through the night while the rest of the world slept warm in their beds. And I think of him sometimes when people tell me it's too cold to get up early, too hard to start again, too late to chase something new. We make our excuses so very comfortable, don't we? We dress them up as wisdom, as realism, but underneath they're just fear, wearing nicer coats. So here is what I want you to do starting tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Pick one small thing, one small stubborn act of care for the life you want. Not the grand gesture, not the dramatic reinvention, just one quiet brick laid before you sleep. Write the page, send the application, lace up the shoes you keep promising yourself you'll wear in the morning. Because, my dear, time does not wait for you to feel ready. It simply moves. And the only question that matters is whether you move with it or get left standing in the rain, waiting for someone who never comes. I won't pretend the road is gentle. It isn't. There will be more nights on that floor, more silence where you want noise. But I promise you this, because I have lived it. The version of you on the other side of this struggle will look back at tonight, not with bitterness, but with something close to gratitude, because this was the night you stopped waiting and started walking. So go on now, stand up, wash your face, and take one small step toward the life that's been waiting for you all along. If these words found you at the right moment, stay with me a while longer. Subscribe if you'd like, so we can sit by this fire again soon. Until then, take care of yourself, the way I wish someone had told me to all those years ago.